Hey folks, thanks for stopping by charlessim.com. Now it's been a while since my last blog, so this is going to be a long one. Got a lot of stuff to cover. Going all the way back to the beginning of June, the FLW Tour. Last day on Kentucky Lake, and I got to experience my big bomb. Weighed in, I have 2 fish or 3 fish, something less than a limit. I got committed to the south end of Kentucky Lake because that's where all the big tournaments were running out of, or being won down there. So I stayed down there during practice. Never really got anything good. The one good spot I had did produce some fish day 1, so I thought, I can get down there and milk it day 2. Turns out there wasn't as many fish on there as I thought. What happened was we did the 70-mile run down, pulled up on the spot on about our 3rd cast. My partner and I doubled up, both throwing deep diving crankbaits, striking Series 6 in that sexy shad color, really good color, really good bait actually. And my fish ended up being about 2 pounds, and his was 5.5. So that's how my day started and continued. My co-angler actually boated 4 keepers to my 2, and I think he had 11 pounds or something. But my weight ended up placing me down around 123rd, which dropped me in the standings to about 85th. And looking at the calculations, that pretty much rules me out of the championship. I would have to maybe win, like if I got a top 5 here at Champlain, that might give me enough points to squeak into the championship, but it's really an outside thing. And that of course left me on very indecisive over the last couple weeks. Do I gamble at Champlain big, looking for a win or a top finish to make the championship? Or do I play it safe, do what I kind of know, and 15 pounds a day gets a check out here, and a check right now would be very, very handy in my bank account. So yeah, that's been weighing on my mind. Anyways, I'm down here at Champlain, and practice is over. This is our day off, and what I ended up doing, and I kicking myself again, I stayed up at the north end, focusing on the smallies I know. Had I don't know, for some reason I always want to go to the south end. I want to do Ticonderoga, but it just never happens, and I always regret it at the end of practice. My wife says I need to come down here for a week and just live down at Ticonderoga and learn it a little bit. But so I'm committed to the north end, committed to the smallmouth, and my practice was, all over the map. The fish are post-spawn. The smallies I found seem to be fat. They're actually fatter than the largemouth I found, and but they're moving. They're really roaming around there. It's set up deep, how I like them out here, and so it's kind of a cover water with a jerkbait kind of thing. And I had 2 horrible days, or I'm not sure I would have had a limit. I had one pretty good day for Champlain, 17.5, maybe 18 pounds, and one kind of midday 14-pound range. So it's really gonna kind of vary on what the weather does. It's supposed to be nice. It's been crazy thunderstorms for a few days, but it's supposed to get nice and sunny for the next couple days. So that's my plan. My goal here is to check, unless something crazy happens. Who knows, I may wake up tomorrow morning and decide I'm going to Ticonderoga blind and I'm going to gamble. Probably not likely, but we'll see. What's been going on since then? Well, we had the B1 out of Montreal. The tournament was a really good success. Everyone liked it, and everyone was looking forward to more from Ben and his team at the B1. Nigel and I were a little disappointed in our finish. We had a great start day 1. We had an 18-pound bag, which put us in 3rd place, and really thought that we can do 16 or 17 pounds the next day. Problem is that we just could not get a lot of our fish to go. We could see them. There's one fish in particular over the 2 days we must have spent 5 hours after him. A couple hours day 1, a couple hours day 2, and he just never ever bit. So we ended up in about 16th spot, finished up, got a check, got our entry fee back, so that was good. And then I had a little SeaBoat tournament at home on White Lake. White Lake's a ton of fun. If you're from the Ottawa area and have fish White Lake, check it out. It's loaded with fish. A lot of pound and a half, 2-pounders, but just tons and tons of fish. We ended up 6th place on that event with 13 and change. And on the Sunday, I took a couple kids out fishing, and we put 35 bass in the boat in about 2 hours. So if you're looking for a place to take some kids out, get them hooked on bass fishing, check out White Lake. It was awesome. After this, my goal's not to make, well, I shouldn't say not to make the cut. I'd like to make the cut, but I'm really don't think I'm around the fish to make the cut. So I'll probably be racing home Friday night. We got Renegade on Mississippi Lake on Saturday. And I know my good buddy Nigel's out there practicing right now for us. Go Nigel. And that about wraps it up. We're the last FLW event. It's kind of amazed how fast this season went. The miles I've put on, the fishing I've done, the hundreds of hours of fishing I've done already this season. Actually feel more like it's October than July. So hopefully we'll get a second win for the Renegade season, and we'll give a little report on day one tomorrow night and try and get this online. My internet connection's a little iffy here, so we'll see how it shakes out. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you in a bit. Bye-bye.